Welcome back. Well, it's still mid-February, and we are still celebrating Black History Month. Here's T. Roy Augustin checking out what's happening in the Frederiksted Museum.
It's good to see Black History Month. It's not almost over, but it's going to be highlighted this month. And I want everyone to pay close attention. Here with me I have Mr. Anthony Weeks. We're at the Caribbean Museum Center of Arts in Frederiksted, and he's going to tell you more about the up-and-coming events. So any artist or they could be a young child. I think this is a place you would want to come to get inspired because there are many paintings, and I think it will actually give you that motivation you're looking for in your next piece. Mr. Anthony Weeks.
Hi, how are you? Well, thank you so much for guys coming by and taking the time to be able to share the story of what we believe are very important issues here at the museum. The month of February is an important month because it's a time of reflection and introspection for our country as a whole, for a number of reasons, but specifically as it relates to the month of February being Black History Month. Why is that important? Is because we as a country take the time to reflect on the history of our country. Looking back from the time of the era of slavery, it was a dark moment in our era of history, where the era of slavery affected a group of people, African Americans in this country, and it took hundreds of years for us to reconcile, or maybe not reconcile, but working towards reconciliation for the issue of race relations in this country. Again, you look at the various era, you had slavery, then you had the civil rights movement, and then you had the time when we had to look at whether or not we were fit enough as a people to hold various high position and offices in this country. Be it, we now have the first black president, and that came 40 years after the civil rights movement. And some folks are wondering the fact that we now have an African American president, whether or not the country has indeed reconciled its race issue. And a number of folks will beg to differ on that because even though we do have a black president, there are so many other areas in our country. The country is divided. This election clearly represent that because the country is divided between whether or not they were going to go in one direction, which was John McCain, or where ultimately Barack Obama became the president, but the country was certainly divided along those lines. So the exhibit at the museum is an exciting exhibit because what it does, it brings forth all of the images. There are about a total of 400 images that speaks to the issue of race relationships for blacks in America, again, from slavery to modern America, where you will have riveting interviews from a slave who talked about his experience as a slave. You're going to have interviews from World War II veterans who served in World War II from the Virgin Islands. You have interviews with accomplished blacks, prominent blacks, both past, present, at the museum as well. So, we are here at the museum. We felt that it was important to really capture all of the important history that pertains to black history in America.
Okay, I heard you got some up-and-coming events. Could you tell us more about that?
Well, this coming Friday, we've teamed up with Feder doing Sunset Jazz, where we will also have poetry reading by a number of individuals. We have Winnie Ayoka Lovin, we have attorney Kevin Raines, we have Bevan Smith, we have Vincent Nugent. They will be reading poetry during the Sunset Jazz as well on Friday. And we're going to also have a reception this Friday at the museum from 5 o'clock to 6:30, and we're going to honor the Tuskegee Airmen who served in the armed forces from the Virgin Islands. As you know, Henry E. Rolson was one of the Tuskegee Airmen, which is the airport is named after him. And we also have the other Tuskegee Airman, Herbert H. Haywood, who's also Tuskegee Airman. And we've invited the family and the Virgin Islands chapter of the Tuskegee Inc. to be part of this reception, which the Congresswoman who is the honorary chairperson, we will make a special presentation to the family and those individuals.
Okay, if someone wants to get in contact with you guys, if you have a number, a website, you'd like to give them right now?
Certainly. The public is invited to attend the event on Friday, which starts at 5 o'clock. You can call the museum at 772-2622. Again, that's 772-2622 for more information, to reserve coming to the event on Friday. And of course, we'll then go to the Sunset Jazz for the smooth jazz sound on the beach.
In Frederickstead, Caribbean Museum Center of the Arts, I'm T-Roy for News Channel 8.